Alright, so last time we went into Oda's dream, and then we found out that Oda's mother was at the crime scene. And we are going there to find out what she knows, if we can figure it out, because she has dementia pretty bad, so. I'm wondering if we're going to go inside her head, and if so, that could be really interesting, because if her brain isn't working properly, who knows what we'll see.
Sorry for the late night, Miss Matsushita, but I have some questions I need to ask you. Could you spare some time?
I finally remembered about the warehouse.
What? That seems like a Deus Ex Machina right there.
I did it.
What? I was not expecting that. Oh boy. So maybe Oda did it and she's protecting him?
I did everything.
How does she even know enough to say this? Wow. That is honestly one of the most shocking
I didn't
moments
do
of the
this
game for
last
me.
night because I wanted to give you a chance to calm down.
We are going in, aren't we?
How are you, now that you've slept on it?
What are you talking about?
I'll be honest, I don't think you're the killer. You're giving us a false confession.
No, it's true. I kidnapped that witch. I took her to the warehouse and...
Dressed in a panda costume? Of course. That's a hipster.
Put her on the table and pulled her eyeball out?
Yes,
And the polar bear costume?
I bought it through mail order.
And you were the one wearing it?
Yes, that's right.
Date, the criminal has confessed. Arrest her immediately.
Is she joking?
You got to the top of Abyss acting like that?
I heard that she used to be an actress.
Sounds about right.
Well,
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed him.
yes, I stabbed him with the knife I brought from home. I wasn't trying to hurt him. He fought me. And then it just... Because the world needs to see that witch die.
Who would have ever guessed that we would end up here after we met her?
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online streaming?
I'm not stupid. I might be old, but...
Could you explain it to me?
Huh?
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't explain it in words. It's more like muscle memory. I was able to get it working after trying a few times, that's all. I picked them out of the garbage.
Which garbage?
I don't remember. It's true. I planned the whole thing. My son is under that witch's spell. Merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him dry. I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to save him. Because I just hated her so much. Killing her wasn't enough.
See, the only reason she would do this is to protect Oda. So she obviously at the very least believes that he's behind it.
What do you know about the Cyclops killer?
Oh, she probably did that too.
We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops killer.
I know.
That's me.
They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju Okura.
That's right. Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out, same as Iris. This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same person. So this person in the polar bear costume, they are the new Cyclops killer. And you're telling me that person is you? You killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them.
Wow. It would have been more believable if she just said, no, you know, I was just trying to imitate it.
Isn't Rinju Okiura the president of that awful company where the witch works? He's just as responsible. Using her to steal time and money from vulnerable kids. And I'm sure he was debaucherous and degenerate. That man is the root of all evil. That's why I killed him. Rinju's ex-wife, right? I did it to get to him.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
That doesn't matter. The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
You are really starting to aggravate me. I answered your questions, so there. Well, I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I have a memory disorder. I don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember. It changes.
Date, Mayumi is not. There are circumstances that might, for whatever reason. This is not uncharacteristic.
I am not lying.
You do know that perjury is a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I killed Shoko and Rinju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half.
Date, there's no point in letting this go on. She's clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer! I am!
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence. The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota,
She may have seen a criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say, right? Date, sync with her.
Here we go. This is gonna be interesting.
Computer, we're going to sync with Mayumi Matsushita.
Well,
What happened?
the sync machine isn't operating to capacity.
What?
Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, and now...
How
Oh,
long will
come
it take to
on.
fix?
They better let us do
16
this.
hours.
You've got 8,
But that's impossible.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
but we need to, or this investigation.
Date, I suggest we may be able to find.
Good idea.
Okay, so maybe it's gonna make us investigate, and then it's just gonna give us the answer in there. So.
Computer, we're counting on. I'll be back in 6 hours.
But you said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Yeah, Computer is just that kind of guy, you know?
Hey, this is a hostile work environment.
Why would Mayumi lie?
She is probably protecting someone.
But who?
Surely you know by now.
Come on, yeah, seriously.
There is only one person Mayumi would want to protect that badly.
Iris. Yes, there we go.
Mayumi hates Iris. I doubt she would protect.
You're right.
Let's try to figure this out. It's so Sajimi. Sajima.
Congressman Sajima has no connection to Mayumi. Or do you know something I don't?
No, sorry.
No need. I know that the brilliant mind of Kaname Date would waste my time. I am sure I will agree with you once you explain your reasoning. In detail.
You don't have to bully me. I was just thinking out loud.
Mizuki?
This is bad. His condition is worsening. Perhaps we need to increase the dose.
See, that's the second time she said that. See, I'm not sure that's a joke.
Or reduce it?
Because actually, she did say, like, she said that as a joke once before, and then she said it, like, in a real situation where she said something about the dosage should allow us to do something.
I can hear you muttering it. It's Ota.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris. Mayumi saw the...
But Ota was stabbed in the stomach by the culprit. Does Mayumi not remember that?
Could he not fake that? It's not like it'd be hard. It's not like it was fatally stabbed.
No, it is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
She thinks Ota stabbed himself.
Yes.
Why would he do that?
To be the hero.
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts.
Come on, it's not actually that tough to figure out this part.
What do you think about the possibility that...
Impossible.
I don't think he's the killer. No. But it's possible he staged this to be a hero, although I don't think he would cut out Iris's eye. That's the only thing. I just don't think. I mean, that would make him really, really sick. Instead of only partially sick, like he obviously is.
Why?
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't think he would do that. No, he would do that. Ooh, that's true too. Unless Iris took it and drove it. No. She'd remember. Yeah, this is actually a big thing. That's probably the answer, but I'm gonna go with this one just to see what she says.
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
What?
Or even asked Ota to do it?
What?
Perhaps she ordered him to.
What? That is ridiculous.
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the... She could have been driving.
Yeah, but then she would remember and...
How so?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself.
But forensics only found Ota.
That can be... It is possible that Iris covered her finger...
This one's really easy to fake.
In yesterday's Somnium.
That was just... It doesn't necessarily reflect what happened in reality. In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
Why would Iris do that? Unless it's because you think she's the culprit in the Tenju murder? Or Renju?
A performance?
Iris drove the Matsushita. They went to the warehouse. Then, they prepared the live stream.
There's no way someone would say, hey, cut out my eye. You know, maybe stab me, but don't cut out my eye.
Iris anesthetized her left
Ugh,
eye and removed either
gross.
that, or she asked Ota to.
So gross.
After that, Iris took her position on the table, and Ota to consider the... In the stream, Ota and the polar...
True. That means Ota went off camera to...
Yeah, that's what made me suspect him in the first place.
From Tessa!
It just seems so awkward.
Perhaps Mayumi wit... It is also possible that Mayumi...
So she lied to protect...
Yes. Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
Shoko too?
Then, this whole thing was... That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stabbed. Makes it look like there's another
I will repeat myself, and it is one of many...
It's possible. They wouldn't go that far just to...
Date, you must consider the mental state of Shoko and Renju were both exposed, and they both had their left eye. Whoever our killer is, it is clear.
We can't rule anything out.
Yeah, no, there's zero chance that either of them are the main serial killer, I think. Well, alright, not zero without I would say. I'd say very small. But, I mean, it could be. Could be a twist.
Ota? Why are you...
Why did you arrest Mom? You said you were gonna clear her! Why? Of course that's my mom. What son wouldn't be Okay? I got stabbed by a serial killer.
Easy, kid. You're gonna open up your stitch.
When I was in the hospital, the police, they told me that my mom... I couldn't believe it, but because she was under investigation after that, that's why I'm here.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier.
What?
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes, but as a source of valuable information. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying, so we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying. Mom didn't do it. She's innocent.
Word is going around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju. And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way! Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself, or asked you to do it.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that? I was fighting for my life against the criminal.
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
You... I'm telling you I didn't!
Then why is Mayumi protecting you?
Mom is protecting me?
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting someone. The only person I can think of would be you.
Why?
Apparently she thinks that you're the criminal.
Why would she think that?
Your guess is as good as mine. Got any ideas?
Maybe because of her condition. Mom has... Maybe her memory is just mixed up. Everything is my fault. It's because of me that Mom is... I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner... You know Bloom Park is close by. People who visited the park would... But ever since the explosion...
The chemical plant act?
Yeah, we're just barely outside because Bloom Park closed. The diner didn't last When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant chain during the day, and he was a security guard and traffic cop at night. Mom worked at... They were both working hard and barely...
And you?
I was just a high school... I thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't... And they bought me a PC, and Idol concert tickets. I had it. We were drowning in debt. There's a loan on the house and the diner. Mom and Dad didn't let this place go. There are too many memories here to give it up, so they slaved day and they worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was right after I started.
Passed away?
Yeah, he had a heart attack. But even then, I didn't get it, you know? Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad, she just smiled, and even when I told her I was going... Mom, I'm...
What? Why do you...
I decided that I'm going to become a writer.
Wow. A writer? But you really should finish college.
You don't understand, Mom. A writer has to put all of their time into their creativity. I won't have time to go to classes. Plus, I'm friends with the editor of a publishing company. I'm definitely going to have my first book published.
Is that right? Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't stop you. Do what makes you happy. You'll turn out just fine. I know you can do it. And no matter what happens, Mom will always be on your side, okay? Forever and ever.
Yeah, it was really just a few texts back and forth, but I was thrilled. I thought I could make it out, but I've never even finished writing a novel. I always give up after the first 5,000 words to even apply for the amateurs contest. But Mom, she kept supporting me. Not long after I quit college, Mom was always smiling at me. One day...
Oh, do you have the day off?
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, right. Oopsie, I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
Sorry. Anyway, are you hungry? You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Oh, did you? By the way, Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me!
That's sad.
Mom got sick because I'm such a piece of shit. I was only thinking about myself. I didn't take care of her. I was so stupid. I didn't realize she was sick. I was so cruel to her for no reason. And she got worse and worse.
What's that picture?
Looking at this photo reminds me. One time, when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad. And it's not like it was an apology or anything. But Dad and I gave my mom was so happy that that's what this photo is from. Why did it turn out like this? I'm such a bad son.
Hey, Iba.
What is it?
I don't like Ota one bit, but I can't imagine that this guy's the criminal.
Why is that?
Hearing his story made me think that he's not such a bad guy.
Your presumption is illogical.
Human beings are illogical. We're not like you AI. We can't be logical all the time, but we make up for it in one very important way.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
At times.
Hmm.
Iba, let's go back to the cult. We might be missing something.
Date, weren't you
I was. Iba, who drove?
There are two either Iris or the criminal.
And Mayu.
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be... The van was hijacked from the Femisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m.
I mean, how... Maybe they can be exact on this, but you have to be 100% exact. I mean, I guess they have security cameras, but are the clocks on the same exact time?
At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100 yards away.
Iba, are you sure?
As I've already the security cameras at the Femisto parking lot.
So it was definitely...
Why are you stating?
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse, but that doesn't prove she was actually at the scene. If she was, how did she get here?
Yeah, couldn't he have stolen the car and then went to that place? I mean, I guess they would have seen that camera, but...
She wasn't in the van or the...
Of course! A different car. I will search for all vehicles that were in this area. Found one hit.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
At Lemniscate?
Unknown, but we should speak with the...
Hey.
Are you talking to moi?
Moi?
Date, now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
Moi? I am but a humble taxicab driver.
There we go.
I'm with the police. I have some...
I was born in Kawago, Saitama.
Then why do you talk like that?
I don't know what you mean. I've spoken this way all my life. I have just finished conveying my client from Tameke-san. I was informed that the visit here would be brief.
Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Oh, I did indeed. I remember her well. The
Old hag.
I took her on a tour of the streets of Tokyo. Our ultimate destiny.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Report it?
You don't know about the incident at the cold storage warehouse? It was all over.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi. I recall near the Kabasaki district. That's where I picked up the... And as soon as she stepped foot in my conveyance, she was already... Follow that van, hurry! I must admit, I found it rather exciting. I, of course, insisted. We pursued the van for roughly half an hour. Suddenly, the van came to a halt at a convenience store.
The Famisto along Koshu, right?
Precisely right. I am surprised you know. In any case, I knew that the jig would be, so I decided to drop. I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there, while waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its... I have to buy something, she declared.
This must be when May...
A few minutes later, and then, at that, I witnessed the van jet off at great... I hurried the old hag inside. We followed them for rough...
I see. Mayumi did not know that Oto was left behind at the Famisto.
Mayumi thought Oto was in the van the whole...
We then arrived. The van entered the premises through the front gate. We, of course, could not follow. I estimate another front gate opened once again, and the van... But 30 minutes later, our pursuit...
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted... The old hag, of course. But I was not about to risk my license and livelihood. Instead, I parked on the road. But of course, we knew... In fact, we were not even sure the van would... The old hag was not keen on... About 45 minutes... The date had changed at this point.
How do you remember the times?
Well, you see, I remember precisely which programs. Thus, I can approximate...
I see.
At 12:25 a.m., the old hag's tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned. And thus, we again... I kept considerable distance. We had come so far. But I lost sight of the van in the... Without so much as a thank you, the old hag popped open the door. I waited for some time. The goose was cooked at this point, so I made the I am glad I had the foresight to ask for payment. In it...
I follow your story. I have one more question. Where is this manor the van stopped?
Oh, every taxi driver in the city knows that.
So,
residence.
Suiji or whatever.
It is the personal home of Congressman So Sajima.
So Sajima.
Sajima? Why did the van go to So's house?
Because he's involved with everything.
We need to speak with him.
Agreed. There's no one here.
Indeed.
I don't see So or his bodyguards.
I do not detect them either.
Let's go and...
Oh, we're actually going to be able to explore his house. We've never been able to do this. We're probably going to find something important.
Hey, Aiba. Do you smell something funny?
Oh god, is he dead?
You are aware that I do not possess...
Oh, right.
Oh man, he's probably dead.
There's something strange.
What is it?
This is definitely where the smell is...
Is there something in...
Maybe, but the...
The lid is fixed with a bolt.
Yeah.
We have extra
Then,
vision, remember?
as is...
Do. Alright. Wow. I thought maybe we'd see his head. I didn't expect his entire body.
What the...
Date, destroy the vase!
Got it.
Isn't that ruining evidence? What? You gonna shoot it? Let's call the police. Ew. This is definitely screwing with evidence.
So Sajima?
Jesus. We need to search this house when we get a chance.
That is the head.
Left eye is hollowed out.
This is most likely a crime committed by the new Cyclops killer.
Okay, so left eye again, if my theory is right, could possibly be the prototype machine.
Do you have an estimated...
Today, sometime between 11 a.m. and noon.
That's about when I was talking to...
At that time, Mayumi was in police custody and Iris was in the ICU of Central Hospital. They have not moved.
That means Ota, Mayumi, and Iris couldn't possibly have committed the crime. Assuming that this is the work of a single killer, those three can be eliminated from the list of suspects.
Ota, Mayumi, and Iris are...
Right. By the way, why is there no bodyguards?
I do not know.
The So have family?
So Sajima's wife died in labor 30 years. Their son is currently living abroad.
So lived here alone?
Do you find that suspicious?
No.
Date, a call from
Connect me.
Hey Peter, take a look at
Sync
this!
machine is up and running. You can sync with Mayumi now.
Oh, thanks, Pewter. But there are more pressing matters now.
Did something happen?
Yeah. I found So Sajima's body, with the left eye hollowed out.
What?
I'm at the Sajima household. Send the investigation team over.
Why so?
I can answer your questions when I get back to it.
Got it.
Date, what is... Wait until crime scene is...
No. If that taxi driver was telling the truth, and we know the chocolate we found at this scene, maybe she saw something. Maybe she... some kind of clue or information.
Then...
Yeah. We're gonna sync with Mayo.
I'll see you later, so.
Date, a large-scale investigation of So Sajima has already begun. At this very moment, the media is already swarming outside the building.
Really? Doesn't matter. The sync is what's important. If we sink into Mayumi's brain, that might help us find the real culprit.
I understand. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then, let's begin.
Where am I?
We'll find that out next time.